Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back today for another Alliance War video. Loki is facing off against Legion, and I believe this is war number 10 for season 42. So yeah, only 2 more war videos after this, and war is going to be going on a long hiatus. So I think it starts back up like July 27th or something, July 26th. Like end of July is when war is coming back. We're not even at the end of June yet, so it's gonna be gone for like 6 weeks. It's gonna be pretty weird without war for that long, but it's gonna be a nice vacation in summer. The thing that kind of sucks though is like I have 2 trips planned so far in summer. One is like a family camping trip, and the other one is like a trip to my buddy's cabin, like basically like a friend's camping trip, kind of. Not as much camping, but like in a cabin and like boating, tubing, that kind of stuff. But both of those are taking place in August, of course, when the war season will be on. So that kind of sucks for me. But yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Either I leave for Loki for a season, or I stay and do these wars on 1 bar of connection, which would be kind of sketchy, but that's probably what I'll end up doing, so we'll see. But getting back to the video at hand here, we have a Void on path number 9. Done this fight a handful of times at this point. I like to just go for the special 3 against an opponent that is immune to Incinerate, because you know, the special 2, we're not going to be getting those passive incinerates. I'd rather just get the basically almost guaranteed crit rate plus a cruelty, and then your next few combos are very fat. And so we're going to be this war was great because I was able to do all my fights in one go, even the final fight of the war, which is the boss, a Korg boss, which I'm excited and a little bit nervous for. But sticking with where we are on path 9 here, next up we have a Nick Fury. And this time I do have the Abomination synergy as well. So we're fully immune to Incinerate and Poison, so no need to worry at all. Here, this Nick Fury decides to just throw an unblockable special my way. Very, very kind of him. So I got a little Disorient on us, but that's totally fine. It's all good. It's my special 2. And we're chilling. This node does, I believe, have Power Focus 1. So this is pretty solid placement for Nick because it's hard to just get into a special 2. So he ends up throwing those unblockable special 1s from time to time. And Nick Fury, his AI is very interesting. It's smart. The way it seems to be coded is that he throws specials based on his tactical charges. So, you know, if he's already unblockable, he's not as likely to throw his special 1, because that'll take away his unblockability. But if he's at a threshold where throwing that special 1 will then get him into a blockable and it'll stay unblockable, that's when his AI is like, yes, fire these specials, fire them off, fire them off, fire them off. That's what I've noticed after many years of fighting Nick Fury. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. And it makes sense because that's very beneficial to Nick Fury as a defender, him playing that way. So it does make sense that it would be coded that way. It's just kind of interesting how some champs are react differently than others based on like throwing specials and all kinds of different things. So getting into section 2, we have a 565 Mystic Spider-Man, and this was not my fight. Unfortunately, we already dropped 2 deaths to it, so there's only 1 attack bonus left, and it's my job to clean it up. So Andy asked me, I remember how it kind of came up. He's like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad would Absorbing Man be for this fight? And I was like, like a 5. You know, just somewhere. I wasn't sure if a 10 was good or a 1 was bad, so I wasn't really sure how the scale looked. But either way, 5 is the right answer because it's somewhere in the middle, regardless of if 10's good or if 10 is bad. But it's like somewhere in the middle. Really, just like it's an alright matchup. It's not great. It's not horrible. It's definitely doable. So solid 5. And they're like, all right, go clean it up. I'm like, okay, I will. So going in here, my plan was to just light intercept. So going for that. Here I get hit at the start, a couple indestructible hits. Going for some more light intercepts, nothing's connecting. I'm like, okay, it's all good. Boom, there, get one. Just had to, like, you know, get into that rhythm of the fight. It's a little weird, like, coming into a fight and, you know, the opponent is not at 100% health. You know, it's like you're walking into like a middle of a fight, you know, so you're not yet in the rhythm, you know, you're not warmed up yet. So it just feels a little weird. we're getting to that rhythm, and I decided to just push him to a special 3 because we did get hit. We did lose some indestructible hits, but we only got hit twice. So I do still have 1 hit on that invulnerability boost, which means that's 1 special 3 that I can tank with no consequences. The only thing here, and I did double check before I went into this fight as well, is if I get hit by a special 3, I'm going to be rooted. That's fine though. I'll just pop my special just like that, get out of the root. Boom, the fight's back on. Totally all good. I am going to go for a medium here to trigger that invisibility as well, because I maxed on my morph charges here, so I want to go medium, light, medium. Get that cooking up, drop the special, boom, he's dead. And if that Spidey had like another 50% health, it would have been gone within like 20 seconds. Just because, you know, we apply our max morph charges. Just applying 1 of the vulnerability passives from the morph charges is extremely powerful. Applying 4 of them, your damage just skyrockets. So yeah, that fight actually went really great. Now we move into section 2, path 9, and we got a future Ant-Man up first, one of my favorite champ in the game right now. And my assignment was just like intercept if you can or something like that. I was like, what? Oh, I'll intercept, all right. I'll be intercepting, all right. And so, yeah, this fight is super easy, and you're gonna see. Is this the fight? Yeah, this is the fight. So this is just a master class in baiting special. You're gonna see after this special, he's gonna throw that. He's gonna throw his special. Every single time after I throw my special, I'm gonna get him to throw his special. Or just like finishing a combo. Like, oh, my baiting here was just really on point. So you see, I'm gonna throw a special in a second here, boom, and then I'm gonna like leave myself open, back up, and you see he just throws it like every single time. The chance for the defender to throw a special is greatly increased after you've knocked them down, either through a special attack or a heavy attack. They're just a lot likely to throw that special. So really taking advantage of that here against this future Ant-Man, and Absorbing Man just absolutely crushed that fight. No problems at all. And then we move on to a Bishop here, and finally we get to take future Ant-Man for a spin. Haven't got to use him yet in this war. And yeah, you can see right here, future Ant-Man, his health. Take a look at his health pool here. It is 73,000, okay? 73k. Just keep that number in mind. We're going to circle back around to that a little later. And that's just rank 4. Rank 4 future Ant-Man. Gonna throw on an advanced power boost as well, because why not? Why not start with a full bar of power? Sounds good to me. And jumping into this fight, it was lagging a little bit. It's getting like the infinite loading. I'm like, oh my god, please. I'm on a big war run right now. Please, game, do not crash. And luckily, we load in. So this is Hazard Shift, Shock and Bleed, and future Ant-Man at max sig basically has 90% reduction on bleed effects and incinerates, but nothing with shocks. There's a synergy for that, but I don't have that. So just during the shock phase, we're just going to be chilling. During the bleed phase, we will attack him. And you see we also get that nice little regeneration buff, which definitely helps us recuperate a little bit of lost HP. And you're going to see I'm just going to be playing very passive now. I don't want Bishop to be throwing any of his special attacks here, so I'm just going to be chilling. I think I do get hit right here. Yeah, that is unfortunate. And you see we're going to get pushed to special 3, but that's okay. Future Ant-Man is the only champ in the game that where, you know, when you don't want to throw special 3, but you get pushed to special 3, it's okay. Because I'm just going to end this combo with a light attack, and then I'm able to use the special below whatever my max power is at. So if I'm at a special 2 and I do that, I'll throw a special 1. If I'm at a special 3 and I do that, I'll throw a special 2. It's a really incredible ability. Absolutely love it. And yeah, I just need to do a couple combos here in this bleed phase. Wait for that gray passive to turn red, which it's 200% sped up in Surging Swarm. So it comes very fast. Then just throw another special 2, and he's dead. Fist bump my nanobots. Give the thumbs up. That's how we do it. There we go. Future Ant-Man just crushing it. And we got a couple people watching this as well. And it's funny because they said at the start they said the legs train. Now I used to call myself the conductor, as in I'm conducting the hype train. You know, choo choo. So it's just very funny. Like I never told anyone that in MCOC, and they just kind of started doing the whole train analogy. So I'm rocking with it. I'm totally rocking with it. I like it. And so next up here we have a Nova. So this has one eye open. Basically, we can't parry an attack Nova, or that damage will be reflected to us, which we definitely don't want. But we do still need to knock him down because of that protection. I think right here I'm going to try to knock him down, and the spacing is just off. So I'm like, okay, I'm probably not going to do that anymore. Just bait the heavy, dash back twice, and then I'm able to punish it with my heavy. And you're going to see me throwing my specials. Now, my specials themselves aren't really doing much here, but the reason why I want to keep spamming them is just to build my morph charges. That's really what it's all about, just building Absorbing Man's morph charges. Because once I can do that, again, I can apply the vulnerability passive, and then my basic attacks will be doing a lot more damage. I also probably could have just went for a special 3 here. That wouldn't have been a bad idea either. But, yeah, special 1 spam works as well. And with the special ones, I can also use them as a tool to knock Nova down anyways. So here, my baiting was not working nearly as well. Trying to bait this Nova, and nope. He just sits and waits, and then goes to a special 2. So that was fun. I had to block all that damage. Now, and then I guess I did go for a special 3, which again, I think that was kind of the way to go anyways, because there was some mystical dispersion power gain I'm getting here from all of his buffs. And after this, we're gonna have we're gonna have some morph charges, so we can apply the vulnerability passive, and then we're gonna have extremely increased critical rate. So boom, we're gonna go medium, light, medium here, and you can see he's just dead now. He's just so dead. This next combo is guaranteed to kill. That one hit, 9,000 crit, 17,000 in red. A 26,000 medium hit. Like, just insane, dude. Just freaking insane. And now we get to the Korg boss. Remember that number I told you guys? Future Ant-Man, his health pool, 73,000. Andy was also trolling here, telling me to use Yooooooo, or just use Future Ant-Man or something. But definitely... for Korg, definitely always want to stick with the Magma form, because then you won't take any of the Rock Hard Thorns damage. Also, just get my Absorbing Man all the way to full health since I am fighting a boss. Even if it's like a percent or 2, you want to get all the way to max. And so take a look at Absorbing Man's health here, 76,000. So it's less than 3,000 health more than Future Ant-Man. But my Absorbing Man is rank 5. He's an entire rank above Future Ant-Man. But Future Ant-Man basically has the same health pool. That's just insane. I cannot wait for Future Ant-Man to go to rank 5. For the next war season, he will 100% be rank 5. It's going to be great. And so usually we just let Manuel take Korg bosses with his Professor X. But this war, there's a Korg boss, and there was a defender placed on that 49 mini boss there, which is the hazard shift. So because that link is still active, it translates to the boss with a link node, and that makes this so much easier for Absorbing Man, because Korg, Absorbing Man versus Korg, you know, the matchup, it works, it totally works. It's gonna be all right. Just to stick with Magma form. But if your Magma form falls off, you can be in trouble, and you know you still need to play skillfully in that matchup. But with the hazard shift here, I don't need to play skillfully. I don't. I can just sit here, bait heavies, because my forms keep pausing themselves. Just attacking Korg, just attacking him normally, is pausing my forms because I'm triggering an immunity to either the poison or the incinerate. So this is just a joke. This is just an absolute breeze for Absorbing Man, as long as I don't make some like colossal error, like getting hit by a special 2 or something with his 4 prowess. I mean, that would be pretty bad. That'd be a pretty big mistake. But yeah, I don't really make mistakes against Korg. If I do, it's typically on the special 1. And if it is the special 1, it's the first hit. If I can dex, or is it the second hit? You know, the second hit. If I can dex that second hit, like, it's all good. The third hit's a guaranteed clear dex. But I think here I actually messed that up, and it's really weird because that never happened to me. I think it's right here towards the end of the fight. He's gonna throw a special 1 here, and it's gonna catch me when it typically doesn't. I think it's right here. Yeah. So boom, dex the first 2, and then the last one hit me. Like I said, if I can get the first 2 dexes, the third one's almost guaranteed. I really don't know what happened there. It was weird. But I'm going to bait one more special one to end this fight, and I'm going to fully dex it because I'm like, I can't let this fight end with me getting hit like that. I need to full dex for my own ego. So boom, bait another one here. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now I can end the fight with a clear conscience. And yeah, that's Absorbing Man just absolutely running through the war map. Path 9 to the boss. Just the absolute king of Hazard Shift. Taking down a Korg boss in just over 2 minutes. And yeah, I had a few spectators, so it felt extra good. And yeah, I'm gonna just tell them to call me the conductor, because I'm leading this hype train. But yeah, guys, that is gonna go ahead and do it for this war. Use 7 items. Sorry, man, Future Man absolutely crushed it. At this point in the war, unfortunately, we were down 6 deaths, which is quite a lot. But we've cleared, majority of the map, and they haven't even really started yet. We're at 127 out of 150, fights cleared, and they're at 16 out of 150. So they still have a very, very, very long way to go. However, that 6 is quite a few. And unfortunately, we did end up losing this war. We ended with 7, and they ended with 4. So, with this season, though, it is a little bit different. Wherever you end up placing, you're going to be bumped up a reward tier. So if we can manage to secure top 10 in Masters, we'll actually get rewarded for rank number 3. And unfortunately, if we end up placing in Masters top 20, then at least we'll still get bumped up and get the Masters top 10 rewards. And if we somehow don't place in Masters, place in Platinum, then we'll still get Masters rewards. So that's how it's going to work. It's going to be interesting to see where we end off for the season. That's going to do it for this war video, guys. Hope you enjoyed all that awesome Absorbing Man gameplay, just crushing everything, even a Corg boss. Drop a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe for some more content. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out.